everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie, and today, as far as organization in the craft room goes, we are going to be dealing with magazines. So I have a collection of magazines here that I've read through, I've gotten my entertainment value out of them, and now I need to tear these apart. And basically, here's my thought process. I go through these really quickly, tear out any sheets that I find inspiring that I may want to use for journaling as kind of collage pieces, or if I find some sort of color, like block of color that I can use for a project I have in the works. So I need to collect a bunch of colors. So just as an example, this Living, Martha Stewart Living, this cover page has a lot of this turquoise that I can cut into good sized pieces. So this I would consider keeping just for the color alone. I'm just going to quickly tear that off, and I've got a bunch of piles on my desk. This is going to go in the color section, and then at some point hopefully that project will come to fruition and I will share it with you. I just have a quick peek through the magazines. I tear out anything that I think may be inspiring, and I don't do much else with them other than just tear them out, and then I stick them in my accordion folder by category. I like images with people for art journaling. I don't know if you follow art journaling or not, but faces are really big in that. I don't have a lot of stamps and I'm not that great of an artist, so for me, using a page from a magazine is the way to go. So I literally just tear them out and put them to the side, and I try not to overthink this. I'm really just quickly assessing and pulling it off and sticking it in a pile, and then I'll pre-sort that afterwards. So this one I'm pulling for the colors. Again, I think I can get a good enough piece out of that. This red for sure I can use for the color, or I can use the blue on the other side. And then I'll come back and show you how much space I'm able to save by breaking these apart. Right now this is probably about 2.5 inches worth of paper. Anything I don't use will be recycled. So I'm just going to put a movie on, flip through this, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so this is what I have cut out of the books. So this phase 1. These are all inspirational pieces, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go through these, and if there's anything that I can trim down, I will. So a lot of times if it's just the words that I want to keep, I will trim them down. I do it rather loose, just because bigger pieces are easier to keep track of. So if I have something like this and I'm not sure why I kept it, I will trim out the words. So in this case I want the words before sunset, and the rest of this I will recycle. For the other pile, this is all kept for color, and what I am going to do with these is I am going to trim these down into chunks as big as I can, and I'm just going to use scissors actually. So for instance, I will cut this out here, and again it's very loose. I'm not too worried about it being precise, because when I get around to using it is when I will actually make that final determination. But for now I'm just going to loosely trim this out, and then I will have a pile for each different color. So like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, that kind of thing. And like I said, hopefully this will come to a project at some point. I will link my mixed media video that talks about how I store all this stuff currently, just so that you know what I'm going to do with all of it. So I'd love to hear if you use magazines in your crafting, and if so, do you tear them apart, break them apart? What do you look for? How do you store them? And let me know below. I'm interested. Until next time, happy crafting and happy organizing.